Hello, everyone. This is Thomas Pepin, NHL Talk. I'm Thomas Pepin, and let's play some NHL. So, my apologies. I'm almost exactly an hour late. I have a bad habit of biting off more than I can chew, and caused me to be late for a lot of different things, but never so late that it's of critical importance. So, sorry if anybody was ready at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, but I'm here. And as always, if I don't make any sort of note in the about section of the channel for franchise mode, then it means I'm going to be there. It's just I'm delayed and don't know when I'm going to be there, or don't have the ability to let you know when I'm going to be there. So this time, actually, it was both. I didn't know when I'd be able to get in, and then when I'd be able to start, and I couldn't let you know. So, anyways, so that's that, and basically the plan in this stream is to finish off the season, of course, where this series I've taken over the Toronto Maple Leafs, and through 10 seasons, 6 Stanley Cups, 8 President's Trophies, and 8, is it Prince of Wales trophies? To get to the conference final. Yeah, Prince of Wales. And hello, Owen Poser. Thanks for tuning in. All right, so the plan is to finish this season in playoffs. It sucks that I started late because that means I'm finishing late because this is probably going to take 3 hours to do. So, anyways, so let's get to it here. We're past the trade deadline through to the stretch up until the playoffs and then the playoffs. And as a reminder, one of our owner goals is to finish first in our conference. The sellout thing, as I've mentioned before, is impossible because the game messes with your ability to do that, and you have no ability to adjust pricing, and that means your profitability is no good. So I just don't even bother. So finishing first in the conference, though, that's going to be difficult because we haven't had the best of seasons, and we've got some other teams that are pushing for it with us. So where were we at? That was an away game. I forget who our starting goalie is right now. It would be, because Pikkarainen was the first, so that means he has to be next up, if I'm not mistaken. And then we have Nichushkin back, but I guess that was just a short-term injury. I thought I was going to have to do a whole bunch of line changes, but I guess not. So good news. That's that. We're going to have to do maintenance for the club seats soon. don't understand what this... Because I think it was the last game we had no tickets sold, and then we go right back up to the max. And then this one, I have no idea why it's so low. It's nice we have a few wins in a row, because we had a not as good stretch prior to that. Stupid thing I pressed up. Nice, another win. Oh, that Casbolt guy's gonna be ready soon. Not too many days away. I think it's a 29, and so that's like a week. I just want to check players. Whoops. Again, I don't think this potential can change from elite to franchise before the draft. So, well, we traded all our picks, so there's no point really in scouting it. Basically, is what I was thinking. So, what was I going to do? So I'm interested to see from that string of wins if that put us not in first place, but first in our conference by 4, with the same number of games played. So we're in okay shape. Obviously, I'd like to win the President's Trophy too. We're only a point behind, so whoops. So that's definitely doable. That was a home game. Oh god, I can't remember if that was home or away. Oh wait. couple days away, and he's back. But somebody else, I'm sure, is going to get injured, so. Murphy's Law. So that's 2 losses in 3 for Mäkinen, which means that he goes to the back of the rotation. Oh yeah, and we're on a back-to-back. Who's worse? Blackhawks, 36-28. So it's definitely Pittsburgh worse. So then we have the right goalie in. That's good. That was an away game. So Nolan's in, and then now we have to make a bunch of line changes. And also, I guess it's a good time to evaluate performance as we decide on the line. So this is 48, 47, his rookie season, which is pretty good. 51, 32 goals is pretty good. 75. So he hasn't done the best since we picked him up, but I mean, not horrendous either. Just not good. Not good enough either. Von Fersen, 57. Man, nobody's playing up to what they should. 58. Huh. Well, we know Brown comes out no matter what. 3 and plus 4. Man, Kunin's done okay. I think Caswell is the left wing. 56. So he was about a point per game, and I don't think anybody else was. 44. All right, let's see this again. 48. 47. 51. 75. 57. What was he again? 52. 58. Brindamore is, I think he said, oh, I thought he was a two-way. So we got one playmaker, one shooter. Chuchkin's done better than Shevnikov and Whitmore. Left wing. Where does he fit best? First line. This one's tough. So Martins can play center. Whitmore's this is fewer games though. So I guess Whitmore's gonna have to go to the third. Martins to center. Caswell right wing. Erzberg 37, 25, 27. 44, 47, 47. Because he can't play, he can't play on line one. Yeah, I don't think those lines can be made better. 29 goals. So we have over 30 goal scorers on each line. 35, 32, 29, but by the season's end. That's wild. So I guess that's the best we can do. Kozhevnikov, Martins, Caswell. Then the other line didn't change. Chubasov has to stay 31, 24, 35, 40, I was just thinking maybe I should have Chubasov closer to the net because he's a goal scorer. I think that makes more sense. Brandemore. Yeah. 40. Cool. $96. So 061. One. So I think he can stay there. Yeah, and I like Brandemore over Caswell. Yeah. Ferguson, Martins, Chusov, Brandemore. I guess it is Nichushkin. Goalies, Nolan. Nolan, you suck. We only really have the one goalie, Pickarainen, playing well. The other goalies, I mean, Mäkinen had a good stretch, and he had a couple losses. So that thing I did in the playoffs, I forget if it's only last season or if I did it for the past two playoffs, but Having the goalie that starts the series and then the closer, I think it's going to be switched where Nolan's going to start Pickerainen closes. I almost feel like it's going to result in us not winning the cup, just the way that, because it's always been Nolan that's closed out and he's done well, but he hasn't had a good season, and it's been the reverse. And if I do them in the reverse, I'm not confident Pickerainen's going to close that series. So I don't know. We'll see how it all pans out. But you have to go with the goalie that's played better as the closer if you're going to do that. So that's what I'm going to do. It's been quicker than normal, it feels like, for simming through the rest of the regular season so far. Mind you, if I have any injuries, then it's going to slow it right down from all the line changes and stuff, but maybe I just jinxed it too. Pickerainen, it's back-to-back losses, you crazy guy. It's the wrong time to not be playing well. And I just saw that we slipped to second in our division. I forget if that was home or away. Yeah, Makinen hasn't been that great. Nolan neither. Not so confident in these playoffs, that's for sure. Like, it's been a very mediocre season. Well, again, I say mediocre in whatever position we are in the standings. We are 5th in the league, a point behind first in our division, 3 points behind first in the league, with a game in hand. So not all is lost, but if I'm supposed to meet that owner goal, we're not looking so hot. It's completely in the air. 33 and 39. So we got the correct starting goalies. Oh, I already did that. God, guys. This is not the time to be losing. So that's back-to-back losses for Nolan. So he already goes to the back of the rotation. Not good, guys. Thank you, Mackinnon, for doing something. Like, his win-loss is not that bad, Mackinnon, but his save percentage is horrendous. That was a home game. Oh, what I should have checked, because we need to do maintenance. So it's going to have to be after those other games there. Yeah, we're on the back-to-back, I think, right? No, we just did the back-to-back. Okay, so then it's Mackinnon back in net. So Nolan might not even be the starting or the series starter. Where are we at here? So Ottawa 40, 29, 41, 36. So 41, 36 is worse actually. So then so Pickerainen goes first. And Mackinnon second. We'll do our maintenance after this game. I don't know what the time off is for until the playoffs, but we'll just gamble it. Alright, so that was a home game as well. We'll do this maintenance now. Do this maintenance too. I think that's gonna be it. And I'm pretty sure that's going to go into the first round of the playoffs, the maintenance there, but whatever, no big deal. Why all of a sudden now is it letting us put the prices down? Yeah, it was Pickering and then Mackinnon. Okay. So I think if we finish top in our conference, depends on this game. Yeah. It always turns out that way. This game has this weird... Oh, we could even get the President's Trophy. So we have to hope for Edmonton to lose and us to win. So Edmonton to lose in regulation. No. So they have to lose in any way, and we have to win. Or if... No, I think that's the only way. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. Can't control what happens with everybody else. I can only semi-control what happens with me. Let's see. A win! Does that give us the President's Trophy? Is everybody done? They are all done, but I didn't see if Edmonton won, so we'll go check. Actually, wait, yeah, we might as well check now. Yeah, we did. So we won the President's Trophy, and we met that goal of finishing first in our... Well, I mean, if we got the President's Trophy, then we must have finished first in our conference. So, sweet. So just barely won our 9th President's Trophy in 11 seasons. Not bad. Pretty sweet. Okay, so before we do a recap of the regular season, I'm going to wait till we know our playoff matchup. Yeah, we're never going to get those sellouts, you stupid. So that's a pretty tough matchup to start playoffs. I mean, all things considered, because I think we lost our most recent game against them, if I remember correctly. That was an away game. So I'm just going to get us set up. So I think just because of the win-loss record, he's going to be the starting goalie. If he has a bad first round, then we'll switch to Nolan to be the starter. So if you haven't seen the series before, basically what I've attempted multiple different strategies for goaltending rotation. The one that I feel most confident in, and the reason is because it's not complicated to think about. So during the regular season, my rule is if you lose 2 in a row or 2 of 3, you go to the back of the rotation. We have 3 goalies that we rotate through. And then the same rule applies for every single goalie, and then you just keep rotating as people either maintain the net or get put to the back of the rotation. So the problem with that during the playoffs is if you do that, then you can have a point where a goalie did decent to start a series, another goalie comes in and doesn't do well, and then you can't put in a super cold goalie to try to win you the series. It just doesn't make sense. So during the regular season, and basically it's 3 goalies using the rule that I mentioned. Come the playoffs, I think what the best strategy is you for the first 2 games you play your second best goalie from the regular season. If they lose 2, they come out of the net. If they lose 2 of 3, they come out of the net. And basically, after 3 games, no matter the outcome, the 4th game, your closer, so to speak, which is your best goalie from the regular season, plays the rest of the games. Then there's no questions unless, for example, let's say the starting goalie, let's say he wins 2, loses 1, then you play your closer in the 4th game and 5th game, and he loses 2. Then it's a no-brainer. You just go back to the other guy because he won 2 of 3. If he lost 2, and best case scenario 1-1, then you lose 2 with the other goalie. That ends the series. There's no questions about who's going to play. So it all just kind of sorts itself out. So I like that strategy. Anyways, so that aside, I need to change pricing for the playoffs. Always remember to adjust your pricing from regular season over to the playoffs. So you can see the big leap, and you'd be losing out on a lot of revenue if you forget to do that. Because our maintenance is so bad right now, I won't go to the previous maximum. I'm going to go halfway between the auto assign and the best. So the best was 228 for upper bowl, so we'll go with 214. 293 and 352. What's the difference between that? So it's 60. So we'll go up 30 to 323. Club seats, the maximum is 461. So that's a difference of 80. So we'll go up 40. Wait, what was that again? 40 is 5, or wait. Wait, hold on. So this was 214. 293 to 252 is 60, so that's 323. 381 to 461 is 80, plus 40 is 421. Then 523 and 603 is 80. So that's 563. Wait, but that might not be right, even with the maintenance, because there's almost always an inflation. So then we'll go halfway between the halfways, so 3/4, I guess, of the way. So 228, 14, so that's plus 7 is 221. 23 to 50 is 15 approximately. Yeah. So that's 37. This is 441. And 63 to 603 is 40, so that means 83. Then was parking the same? I think it's the same, isn't it? Yeah, it should be. Why is the owner only happy we just got the President's Trophy, idiot? Anything else I'm supposed to do? Upgrade and maintain prices. Oh, adjust penalty kill lines. Something I often forget to do. So the whole story here basically is during the regular season, you don't want to overplay your best players. So that's why we don't play our best players on the first penalty kill unit, but here we could. And actually, talking about that, playoffs are long enough where it might not be wise. Might only make sense like halfway through. What are we currently doing? I mean, really, all of our D pairings are really not bad, and we've got the worst one on the third anyways. So you know what? We won't do anything there. Now, that aside, let's just make sure Makinen's supposed to be in net, and he is. What was the other thing? I think that's it. So next we are going to preview the series. So obviously we're against, I say obviously, but I don't know if it is. Well, yeah, it has to be. So oh, that's why, because we're not looking at Eastern Conference. Wait, so why are we playing the Canadiens if we're first seed? That is completely incorrect. So first seed's supposed to play against lowest seed. I don't know of any rule that would change that. So the game's wrong here. And why did the Hurricanes... Oh, unless the Hurricanes are the third seed from the Metropolitan, and they are. Ew, so, okay, that does make sense. So just this division was so weak that happened. Okay. Well, actually, this is going to be easier to see from this way. So, our matchup, we are against Montreal. We are better for goals for, better for goals against. So, as a result, our differential is better. We're not as good as we've been previously. Usually, we've been about 1.2 goals per game for our differential, and we're less than a goal, which is not too promising, but fine. Power play, they're actually better, surprisingly. Penalty kill, they're also better. So special teams, they have the edge. We have the regular strength edge. And just, I guess, the full recap of the season. Goals for per game, we finished first, which is normal for us, but we barely did it. Usually we're around like 4 goals per game. Goals against per game, we were second, which is along the lines of what we'd usually do. Power play, we were, whatever that is, 6th. Yeah. And then penalty kill, we were 7th. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th. Yeah. So, I mean, pretty decent regular season. Just not really a big gap between our team and the rest. So, in all likelihood, we're not going to win the Stanley Cup. But we still have a shot. We always have a shot from how good our roster composition is. So, let's see how we do. We start with a win, which is good. That was a home game. I'm interested to see how the playoff pricing turned out. Sell out, sell out, sell out, sell out. So 7, let's go up 4. The difference is, what's the difference to 52? 5, 15, so let's go up 6. $41 to $61, that's 10. $583 to $603 is another 10. Let's see how that goes. There shouldn't be any injuries. Makinen remains the starter, which is super risky because for one, he's new to our team, and 2, he's not like a superstar goalie. Mind you, none of our goalies are really superstars. They're all just decent, maybe above average, but loss. So no matter the outcome, so yeah, of that game, because he already won one, he's going to play the 3rd. We'll see what happens. Because being down 2 games to 1's not the end of the world. See, like, look, we sold nothing. That makes no sense. No sales and nothing happened. Like, I know I increased the prices, but you wouldn't have 0 tickets sold. It happens every season too. It's stupid. Alright, so Makinen stays in. Or, I mean, theoretically what we could do, since there was not a huge difference between Makinen and Nolan, is we could play Nolan in game 3 because he lost a game. It's also not a bad idea. Because, to be honest, Nolan's no less deserving, and especially because his playoff stats are stellar. So that's what we'll do, actually. And if he wins, then if he wins and then next round we get to the next round, then we'll start with Nolan instead. I think that's fair. So it's an adjustment to what I said I was going to do, but I think it's a fair adjustment. Good. So Nolan, and he's been clutch in the playoffs before, so that's great. So now it should be, or it will be at least, unless he loses two, Pikkarainen should close out the series. Now, whether or not he will, that's a different story. If he loses two, then I don't even know who we would go to. Probably Nolan, because he's been clutch before, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Not a good start, Pikkarainen. That was away. So what, we're 2-2 right now? Yikes. I don't like the feel of that. Good, Pikkarainen. So if he loses, yeah, we have to go to Nolan. And then in which case we might be eliminated. Nothing we can do about that, though. Yeah, I actually like that slight adjustment to the strategy. So when there's no clear second goalie, so the goalie to start out the series, then it makes sense to go based on performance and adjust from there. Pikkarainen's back in. Fingers crossed on Pikkarainen. And again, if he loses, then that means 2 losses in 3, so he can't play the game 7. So, but he won, so that's good news. Way to go. So the strategy, semi-worked. I don't know if I would have done anything differently, if it would have gone any better. But that was good. That would have been an away game. So now we start with Nolan. Maybe, I was just thinking, maybe what we should do is you lose, you're out for the series starters, and you just rotate between the two of them for the first 3 games. I think that actually works. Because, like, if I went Nolan, he loses this game. Does he really deserve to play the next game? Because what happened with the other series? So he won, lost, and then we put in Nolan, who won. Pickarainen lost, won. Yeah, you lose, you're out, I guess. And then if you were a clear second goalie, which means the starter of the series, then you should have a longer leash. So since it's not clear, I think a loss, you're out makes sense. Oh, I guess we're supposed to preview this series. So Boston was really close to us. Yeah, they finished second in the division, I think second in the conference. So the toughest team in our conference we have to meet in the second round. That's because divisional thing. So that's tough. So we're barely ahead for goals for per game. A little bit ahead in goals against. So our differential is going to be a bit better. Power plays better. Penalty kills better. So we should be a better team, but of all teams, to beat us, it would be them, because if you're second best in the conference, you got a good shot. Like, we had the same number of wins. Right there, that tells you everything. The only difference is the overtime points. So we'll see how things go. May 10th. So I think that's pretty short term. I think it's a week. So how have you guys done in the playoffs? 4 goals, 1 assist. It's not bad because it's goals. 6 and 3 is great. 1 and 9 is very good. 1 and 9 is great. 6 and 3 is also very good. Vorobiev is 2 assists, 4 assists, 4 goals. Can Chubasov play the second? He can, so this actually works out. Whitmore goes to left, Vorobiev to center, Erzberg up. Yikes, Kunin, not so good. Brown, I think he's a center. Why is he still up with us? Should we send him down to help out the AHL team? I think we should. So we lost Nichushkin, which means it's going to be Vorobiev. But a defense might stay in if they've done well, which they have. Oops. Okay. So Nyquist is actually going to go in. Then who goes with Chubasov? I guess it's Whitmore. Yeah, I guess so. Brendan Moore, Von Fersen, Chubisov. Chubisov, no. Vorobiev, Whitmore, Nyquist. We don't know the result yet. Way to go, Nolan. But I have to do this. I mean, technically I should have done it sooner, but then that was a home game. So Nolan goes back in. Come on. And I sent that guy down, and then of course the guy gets injured, and then I have to call him back up. Should I bring up Soderblom though? He's got 12 points in 9 games. He did play a game. I'm gonna bring up Soderblom actually. Alright, now what do we do? 5, 9, 10, 13, still 4, 5, 3. So it has to be Whitmore that goes up. But how do we do the rest? Shevnikov can play on the second. Whitmore can play on the second. So I think technically the first line is better now, so I'm going to have to switch it back. And it's only because the line fit that, like, I can't move Brendan Moore up to the first. So Makinen comes up. He hasn't played that well. Neither has Kunin. Brown's okay. And Soderblom comes up. He is a left shot, 76. So I guess that works anyways. Brown shoots left. Yeah, I guess that works. But he shoots right. So let's do this instead. Alright, so here goes Whitmore. Chubasov, Brendamore, Vorobiev, Nyquist. That works. So Sagan comes in, he can go there. Do we put Herzberg? I guess so. Yeah, we don't really have much of a choice. And then here it's Whitmore, Brendamore, Chubasov, Nyquist. Wait, no, so that's, we gotta change this. So, not Vorobiev, this goes to Herzberg. Then this is Vorobiev. That's correct. Wait, but this needs... Oh, can Brennor do face-offs? Guess we'll have to do that. Nah. Whoops. No, I think we'll have to do it like this. So it has to do with left shot. If he's going to do one-timers, he's better to be on his right side. And if you had a left shot passing to the left for one-timers, it's just not going to be easy. So, at least in theory, that's supposed to be better. And then here, Vorobiev can play the point. So the second power play is actually better than the first, but I'm not going to make more adjustments. Brendamore. Chubasov. But I think Brendamore is better at face-offs. Caswell, Martins, Whitmore. Shevnikov. Brendamore, Chubasov, Whitmore, Caswell, Martins, Shevnikov, Vorobiev, and Erzberg. Even though these lines don't play, but likewise for shootout, but there's no choice but to fill them anyways, so. I guess Shevnikov. Hey, Nolan, way to go. So he's almost back. Von Fursten's not long-term either, so that's good news. Now, here, because he won 2 of 2, I mean, if Nolan loses, Pickerainen comes in anyways, but because he won his first 2, and he won the one game he played the previous round, I think even if he loses, we'll start him next round, also because of experience and past track records, so I think that makes sense. Again, assuming we get through, which is not certain at this point. So we lost. So I think we'll still start him next round if we get to the next round. That was away. Good news. We'll adjust that in a sec. Well, Boston's back in the series, I guess, from their home games there. Now, if Pickerainen loses, what do we do? I don't even know. Because if we went with Nolan and he... Oh, if we went with Nolan and he loses, then we're out of the series, so there's no questions anyways. So it would be just best to go back to Nolan. What was I doing? So Wade. We have Nichushkin back. Four and 1, 5 and 0, 1 and 5, 3 and 11. 1 and 4. Okay, so Soderblom comes out for Nichushkin. I'm doing this just before I forget to do it. All right. Now, what do we do here? Okay, so the problem here is we don't have a center for the second line. I think Nichushkin's good enough. 1 goal, 1 assist, 2 assists. Still put Makinen down, Brown across, in center. So let's do that. No. Whitmore, no. Yes. So we'll have to do this as a 1-game fix. Because I think one person comes back for the next game. So here, do we keep Whitmore here? I think we can actually. Oh, I guess Nichushkin doesn't have to be up there, so because we have Brendamore as the setup guy. So Brendamore, and Chubasov. That works. Then we can keep this as is. Brendamore, Whitmore. Nichushkin. But we should change this. Now let's do this instead. Cool. That stays the same. Sure. Good. Cool. Alright, so... Well, I was going to say turning point in the series. Not necessarily, but in all likelihood, this will result in whoever's going to win the series, but we'll see. Won't bother with that yet. Uh-oh, we're not in good shape. But I think we're fully healthy now. That was a home game. So now, so a guy who hasn't played that great during the whole season, Nolan, we're going to have to rely on him to get us out of this mess. He's done it before. But I'm not so confident. Yeah, so our full lineup's healthy. I don't know if it's going to make any difference. Because being down 3-2, it's all uphill. So we'll put line 2 as the starting again. Vorobiev there, Erzberg there. Brown comes out. Chushkin there, Chusov there, Whitmore there. I mean, everybody's playing okay. It seems like he's not as good. Six points, 5 points. Yeah, I was going to say it seems like its goaltending has been our problem. Man, Nyquist has done well. Alright, so here it is. Chushkin comes up. Von Fersen comes in. Let's do that. Chusov and Whitmore. Then Chushkin, Nyquist, then I think it's Whitmore. Yeah. Oh, I should check how our penalty kill's been doing so I can maybe adjust that too while I'm at it. Grandmore, Von Fersen, Kshevnikov. I think it's Chubasov scored more. Yeah. Again, this stuff that I'm adjusting doesn't matter, but I still do it anyways. And then we have to put Nolan, Mr. Clutch Nolan in net. We'll leave Pekarainen as the backup, I guess, because you never know. I don't think I want Makinen as the backup. If things go wrong and we still have a chance of winning. Well, I was going to say the moment of truth, but one moment of truth, depending on the result. So one moment of truth, depending on the result, is correct. So let's see what happens with the next. So that was an away game. So it's not the end of the world if we lose this series, because again, I think it's second best team in the league then. It must be. Yeah, so I mean, if we lose to them, it's like, what are you? There's nothing you can do about that. Moment of truth. Well, don't know if that matters. Let's just do temporary fill because we have no idea. Yeah, so we're out, so there's no point in doing anything. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing really much to say about that. Wasn't our best team, it seems like. I don't know why, really. Well, actually, you know what? We can answer that question if we take a look at team stats, and player stats. And I bet you that it's all goaltending. 913 is not bad, 913 is not bad. 890 is not, but it wasn't up to him. So what was it then? I guess just losing at the wrong time? We didn't score enough. Yeah. We defended okay, though. Still just not good enough. Power play, not good enough. Penalty kill, also not good enough. So maybe I should have made adjustments to the penalty kill, but I don't know if it would have made much of a difference. Oh, I can send guys down to get some playoff experience in the AHL because they're still in it. So we might as well. So Whitmore can go down. Oh, it doesn't even matter. I can just do best lines. Whoops. This is just to shake up the lines. So Whitmore gets put on. So we might as well just follow how we do here. What's the series at right now? 1-0 for us at the moment. 2-0 for us. 2-1. 3-1. 3-2. 4-2. Another Calder Cup trophy. Let's see. 1-0, 2-0, 3-0. Three, 1. 4-1. I wonder how what's his face did. Heward played well. Whitmore, 9 points in 10 games. Good for him. So another Calder Cup trophy, but I don't know if I really care. So not the worst season, definitely not the best. We're gonna have a noticeably better team next season, so that's something, I guess. We were 32-33 season. Just writing down. So you'll always see in the description on the streams my record, and so I just need to update that. So we finished the season. So this is our third worst season out of 11. So it's not. So it's kind of average, you could call it, but still not that great. 50, 26, and 6 in the playoffs. We went 7 and 6. So that is our third worst playoffs too. So that kind of makes sense. We got another President's Trophy. So that was 32, 33. Is that right? Yeah. So that means we didn't get the President's Trophy 2 of the previous 30-31, 31-32, 30-31, 31-32. No, okay, so it was just the one season. And then that's our only trophy for this season. So now we're 6 for 11. So, like for Stanley Cups. So, I say I'm a bit disappointed. I can't say that I would do anything different, anyways. Just for it's for the long-term performance of the team. So, for example, we could have had one of those rookies playing. So, Threlfall could have been playing with us. 85 overall is pretty darn good. Sullivan could have been playing with us. Cuff. And I mean, we have all three of these guys. Whitmore we had and we put down for the playoffs for the AHL. We still have Heward, who played in the AHL. 25 points in 45 games there. 14 and 25 in the playoffs. So, I mean, he might come up. I don't know. I don't like our goaltending quite as much as I would prefer. But again, not the end of the world. It's all long term. So next season, my expectation is we're going to do a lot better. Because you add in... Oh, this is contract year. So I could have easily, given where we finished, not been offered an extension, but yeah. Well, no matter what I'm going to accept, like, I don't know where else I would go. 3.5 for 5, 6.9 for 4, 2, 2, 1, 6 for 5, 2, 2, 7 for 4. I mean, obviously, not leaving. So this stream was way shorter than I was expecting. I thought I would have to go 3 hours, but looks like it's not the case. Do I go up until free agency? No, I mean, even though I should technically go longer, I think I'm going to actually cut it short because the timing's going to be right. So we'll get past the draft into the re-sign phase. So retirement. I don't think any of our players would have retired. Oh, McDavid retired at 36? Jeez. Oh, Nylander retired. He played well for us in the AHL. And Brown retired. Wonder what's going to happen with them. Any of our coaches? Nope. So that's good news. Interviews, don't care. Not doing anything for the draft. surplus, same as always. Wants are nothing except for firsts. Cool. Draft, I don't think we have any picks, but I'm just going to go in to make sure. No, so we don't have anything. Cool. Oh, something I forgot to do. Did we not win the cup last season? I was just thinking that. Where is it here? Yeah, so that's 2 seasons in a row we haven't won the cup. Which, I mean, yeah, it's not that big of a deal, but to me it is. So I should do a duplicate, and then what I forgot to show, because I want to get into the habit of doing this every playoff just to show that I'm not cheating, that it's on Superstar, trades are on hard, and everything else is all on the hardest settings. So, I mean, it's not necessary that I showed now because we lost, but yeah. Cool. So, does that mean Anaheim won back-to-back cups? I think they did. They did. So there's our competition, theoretically. They're not even that good. Oh, let's just for interest sake see if anybody else won anything. I don't know why he retired. Yeah, so we won no trophies at all. Mind you, I don't know if I care so much. It's all about winning the Stanley Cup, which we didn't do, but whatever. Cool. So we will leave it there. If you like the stream, hit the like button, share with your friends, subscribe, turn on notifications. The channel homepage has upcoming streams on regular NHL content. Next one, well, it's always going to be on Fridays, 2 streams on Fridays. What's the schedule? 2:30 p.m. Eastern for the first and midnight Eastern for the second. Otherwise, topic hasn't been announced, but I think I know the one for the first one. And then, as always, the second one's the recap of the week, or well, Saturday to, or well, sorry, what would that be? So it would be Friday, no. God, brain fart. So it would be including Friday. So it would be Saturday to Friday then, each week, I guess is the schedule. So, I mean, technically the weekend's on Saturdays, but whatever. I do my stuff on Fridays. And then franchise mode, for things that I can't schedule, like franchise mode, that schedule's in the About section of the channel. Runs Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 10:30 p.m. Eastern. Be a pros whenever I have time or feel like it. Haven't had time, have felt like it. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to play. Any comments, leave them in the comments. Suggestions likewise. And we will see you guys tomorrow, 10:30 p.m. Eastern, to start the off season and hopefully get our team back on track. Okay, bye.